Hello and welcome to this grand series by AsiaOne magazine and URS Media called AsiaOne Greatest Brands and Leaders, Asia, Americas, Africa 2022-23, presented by AsiaOne Media Holdings, Associate Partner, Chaudhry Numero, and Skill Partner, Global Education Holding. This series is an attempt to showcase the awe-inspiring success stories of some of the most eminent brands and leaders from across the world who have contributed immensely to the world economy. But to begin with, the curtain raiser, by none other than the man behind the vision of Greatest Brands and Leaders, Mr. Rajat Shukl, Global Head and Principal Partner, URS Media Consulting and AsiaOne Magazine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all of you to the Greatest Brands and Leaders Asia, Americas, Africa series 2022-2023. My name is Rajat Shukl and I'm the Global Head and Principal Partner of AsiaOne Magazine and URS Media. It's a pleasure to have all of you here. And let me tell you that this is one of the most broadcasted series in the world, which reaches out to actually 81 countries and 46 million viewers, with another 60 million viewers online. And it's such a pleasure to have all of you here. And we are doing our 19th Asian Business and Social Forum Summit in Thailand in 2023. And it'll be a pleasure to all of you to welcome all of you here. And the AsiaOne magazine, the vision was to recognize the Indian and the Asian leaders throughout the world. And I'm happy to tell you that we've done about 37 issues with about 10,000 pages of content, with about 45 episodes that have been broadcasted, plus the repeat episodes, which means about 90 episodes that have been broadcasted. And I wish to feature all of you and welcome all of you here. Thank you.
Now moving on to a very special message from a very special guest. Shri Bhanu Pratap Singh Verma, Minister of State in Ministry of Small, Micro and Medium Enterprises, Government of India.
मुझे यह जानकर बेहद खुशी हो रही है कि एशिया वन मीडिया ग्रुप के ने भारत की आज़ादी के 75वीं वर्षगांठ के इस शुभ अवसर पर को एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मंच पर भव्य तरीके से मनाने का फैसला किया है, जहां दुनिया भर के राजनीतिक, सामाजिक और व्यवहारिक नेताओं को भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था और समाज में योगदान के लिए सम्मानित किया जा रहा है। आज़ादी वास्तव में दुनिया की सबसे कीमती संपदा है, जिसको पाने के लिए हमारे महान स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों, नेताओं, इस देश के नागरिकों ने कठिनाइयों और संघर्षों के साथ कई यातना झेली तथा कईयों ने तो अपने जीवन को भी बलिदान भी दिया है। मैं श्री रजत शुक्ल जी को आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव के विषय पर एक व्यापार शिखर सम्मेलन आयोजित करने और भारत की आज़ादी के 75वें साल के इसके लोगों, सांस्कृतिक उपलब्धियों के गौरवशाली इतिहास का जश्न मनाने के लिए इस कार्यक्रम के आयोजन के लिए बधाई देता हूं।
The main aim of this series is to highlight the actual drivers of world's economic engine. In fact, these brands and leaders have been contributing immensely towards shaping the world economy. So we begin with the most coveted category of Bharatiya Mahantam Vikas Puraskar 2022-23 and AsiaOne Global Leader of the Year 2022-23. The brands and leaders being awarded in these categories are Dr. J.C. Chaudhry, Chairman of Akash Educational Services, as the winner of Bharatiya Mahantam Vikas Puraskar.
J.C. Chaudhary. I am Chairman of Akash Educational Services Limited. I started this company in the year 1988. Now, in 34 years' time, we have produced more than 4.5 lakhs doctors, which are now spread throughout the world, not only India, and they are contributing a lot to the society in their life. Even before I started Akash Institute in the year 1984, पूरे वर्ल्ड के अंदर मैंने इसको स्प्रेड करने के लिए सबसे पहला कदम ये उठाया कि मैंने दुबई में अपना ऑफिस खोला है। उसके बाद नेक्स्ट हमारा न्यूयॉर्क में ऑफिस खोलने का विचार है, लंदन के अंदर विचार है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया के अंदर विचार है, क्योंकि मुझे इस साइंस से, इस ब्रांच से एक अद्भुत प्यार है। तो नंबर्स आर सराउंडिंग अस फ्रॉम ऑल द साइड्स। कोई ऐसा ओकेजन नहीं जहाँ नंबर ना हो, और हर नंबर वाइब्रेट करता है एक डेफिनेट फ्रीक्वेंसी के द्वारा।
Mr. Sandeep Tikku, Group CTO of Dazen Group, as the winner of Global Indian of the Year 2022-23.
Sandeep Tikku joined DAZN Group, the global sports entertainment company, as the Chief Technology Officer in April of this year. Having spent over 20 years designing and developing transformational technology and complex platforms for B2C digital products, Sandeep is recognized as global technology leader and respected innovator. With an impeccable track record in building complex technology, coupled with his entrepreneurial spirit and customer-centric approach, Sandeep is expected to drive the next phase of development for his core sports streaming media platform, as it integrates new experiences to become an interactive sports entertainment ecosystem and expands into new markets.
As a person, I'm a strong technologist by design and by my choice. And over the years, I have mastered the art of using the smart technology to bring out best out of any businesses. I have been extremely lucky to be instrumental in turning multiple billion-dollar declining businesses to where they are today, number one in their sectors. Again, in a short span of time, by using best and the smart technologies. The power of technology is unparalleled. Only and only if used correctly. It can do magic. It can build multiple product lines. It can build fantastic revenue streams. It can build the best customer experience that any consumer could ever imagine. It could create the fun, the thrill, and some kind of entertainment in consumer's life. And more importantly, it can do something good for the humankind that it always have been doing.
It's time for a short break, but we'll be back with many more success stories of AsiaOne greatest brands and leaders.
शादी के लिए लड़कियां बाद में देखना, पहले मेरा आटा ऑर्डर कर दो।
अरे भाभी, मैंने आटे के साथ साथ सूजी और दलिया भी ऑर्डर कर दिया है और पूरे 100 रुपए भी बचा लिए हैं।
साधारण आटा? देखो, इस साधारण आटे की रोटी खाएंगे तो दो बातें हो सकती हैं। या तो टेस्ट अच्छा नहीं होगा या इम्यूनिटी वीक हो जाएगी। टेस्ट अच्छा नहीं हुआ तो ठीक है, लेकिन अगर इम्यूनिटी वीक हो गई तो दो बातें हो सकती हैं। या तो आप घर पे दवाई से ठीक हो जाओगे या फिर सारे पैसे हॉस्पिटल के बिल्स पे उठ जाएंगे। तो समझे बच्चों, साधारण छोड़ो, न्यूट्रिशन चुनो।
अपना ये एक्स्ट्रा चोकर वाला नरिश चक्की फ्रेश आटा। साधारण छोड़ो, न्यूट्रिशन चुनो।
रोज तो तू पिज्जा मांगता है, आज ड्राई फ्रूट खा रहा है। तबीयत तो ठीक है?
माँ, मेरा मैथ्स का एग्जाम है, तो ड्राई फ्रूट्स नहीं खाऊंगा तो दो बातें होंगी। या तो मेरे मार्क्स कम आएंगे या तो मैं फेल हो जाऊंगा। अगर मार्क्स कम आए तो ठीक, अगर मैं फेल हो गया तो दो बातें होंगी। या तो टीचर से डांट पड़ेगी या फिर टीचर आपको स्कूल में बुलाएगी। डांट पड़े तो ठीक, पर अगर आपको स्कूल में बुलाया तो कल मिसेस शर्मा को किट्टी पार्टी में आप क्या मुंह दिखाएंगे? तो समझे बच्चों, इसीलिए साधारण छोड़ो, न्यूट्रिशन चुनो।
अपना ये 100% ऑयल कंटेंट वाले नरिश ड्राई फ्रूट्स। साधारण छोड़ो, न्यूट्रिशन चुनो।
Welcome after the break, you're watching Asia One Greatest Brands and Leaders, Asia, Americas, Africa 2022-23, presented by Asia One Media Holdings LLC, Associate Partner Chaudhary Numero and Skill Partner Global Education Holding. Moving on to the next category, we bring to you Asia One Global Leader of the Year 2022-23 and Greatest Brands and Leaders 2022-23. The brands and leaders being awarded in these categories are Mr. Sudhir Gupta, CEO, EU Deluxe Limited and founder Haute Paris La Potion as the winner of Global Indian of the Year 2022-23.
An entrepreneur and a proud collector, creator and curator, Mr. Sudhir Gupta is also a Guinness World Record holder. The CEO of URS Limited, a New York-based fragrance house specializing in niche and discontinued fragrances and skincare and cosmetics, is led by pure passion of collecting factices, which are oversized display bottles that are made for perfume makers for the promotions. Today, Mr. Gupta has the biggest collection of factices in the world. His passion has not only driven him to make a world record, but has also helped him accomplish his ventures, right from the fragrance house to the new store and museum. Committed to preservation of these bottles, the businessman aims to expand his projects to support his unique collection of factices.
To support my passion, I got into the beauty business and started Haute Deluxe Limited. And Haute Deluxe Limited was everything about discontinued and niche fragrances, and later we diversified to skincare and cosmetics from all over the world. During this process, I failed many times, but was finally recognized into the top emerging private companies of the US by the Inc. 500. And this year my company was recognized in their honor list.
Mr. Mukesh Thakwani, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, B5 Plus Limited as the winner of Global Leader of the Year 2022-23.
B5 Plus is leading iron and steel company in Ghana. It was started in 2002 by its founder and chairman, Mr. Mukesh V. Thakwani, with the vision and mission to become the world's most recognized steel industry through the excellence of its employees, its innovative approach, and its overall conduct. Mr. Mukesh Thakwani is considered to be one of the leading businessmen in Ghana, endowed with an enterprising spirit and the ability to discern future trends. Being a visionary, he made B5 Plus grow by leaps and bounds within a short span of time. As such, Duke of Edinburgh's International Awards Association has honored Mr. Mukesh V. Thakwani for his generous contribution towards the socio-economic development of Ghana.
My name is Mukesh Thakwani. I am the CEO and the chairman of B5 Plus Group of Industries. It gives me an immense pleasure to be part of this award program here today. B5 Plus is a 2 decades old company. We are very proud to say 2 decades before, we used to import the steel from all over West Africa. Today, B5 Plus is the net exporter to the whole West African market. We are very proud to say that we are known for our quality, services and pricing at the doorstep of every Ghanaian and to the whole West African market. Today, B5 Plus has won many national and international awards. We are among the Club 100 companies of Ghana. B5 Plus is a AAA rated company by COFAS, and we are a Kaizen-driven company, and at the same time, we are ISO certified TUC non. We are very proud to say that we have been an Industry of the Year 2 years back in Ghana, and at the same time last year we were the CSR Company of the Year. B5 Plus, as a CSR, we know how to give back to the society as well. B5 Plus believes into education. Today, B5 Plus is the promoter of DPSI International School, which is the biggest school in the whole West African region. We are the IGCSE and the Cambridge School of the Year currently, the title we are holding. We are very proud to say that today, DPSI, we are the champions of spelling bee, arts competition, chess competition, Olympiad competition, and a lot more. B5 Plus believes in Made in Ghana. Today, B5 Plus has made the mark into every Ghanaian citizen and to the West African region that B5 Plus is really a quality product. We are very proud to say BFAP Plus will make the vision of Made in Ghana dream come true, and not only for Ghana, but for the whole West African market. BFAP Plus, be strong. We believe in Ghana.
Mr. Saqib Shamim, Managing Director, Labed Cancer Hospital and Super Speciality Center, as the winner of Asia's Greatest Brands and Leaders 2022-23.
Labed Cancer Hospital and Super Speciality Center, Bangladesh, is a state-of-the-art cancer research hospital in the city of Dhaka. Labed is one of country's biggest conglomerate, with interests ranging from healthcare to pharmaceuticals to finance to education to agriculture and everything in between. In Bangladesh, this hospital was the first ever introduced by the Labed Cancer Hospital under the leadership of Saqib Shamim. As MD, his aim is to provide economical healthcare to everyone and set up 30 cancer treatment facilities in Bangladesh and 20 secondary and super specialty hospitals in Bangladesh and throughout the world. In addition to this, he's also on the boards of many other enterprises as a leader. He is the Managing Director of Life Plus BD and as a Deputy Managing Director of Labed A Group of Hospital.
We have equipped with all the latest cutting-edge technology, which includes advanced Linacs, brachytherapy, then CT simulation, 3 Tesla MRI, then the bone marrow transplantation centers, 6 modular OTs dedicated 180 beds for every cancer patients. My future goal is establishing 30 cancer centers across the country. Besides that, I want to establish 10 tertiary hospitals across the country. Plus, I want to give to my community, so that's why we have created Labed Foundation, and we are treating more than 1,000 patients.
It's time for us to head into another break, but we'll be back with many more awe-inspiring stories of greatest brands and leaders.
रोज तो तू पिज्जा मांगता है, आज ड्राई फ्रूट खा रहा है। तबीयत तो ठीक है?
माँ, मेरा मैथ्स का एग्जाम है, तो ड्राई फ्रूट्स नहीं खाऊंगा तो 2 बातें होंगी। या तो मेरे मार्क्स कम आएंगे या तो मैं फेल हो जाऊंगा। अगर मार्क्स कम आए तो ठीक, अगर मैं फेल हो गया तो 2 बातें होंगी। या तो टीचर से डांट पड़ेगी या फिर टीचर आपको स्कूल में बुलाएगी। डांट पड़े तो ठीक, पर अगर आपको स्कूल में बुलाया तो कल मिसेस शर्मा को किट्टी पार्टी में आप क्या मुंह दिखाएंगे? तो समझे बच्चों, इसीलिए साधारण छोड़ो, न्यूट्रिशन चुनो।
अपनाइए 100% ऑयल कंटेंट वाले नरिश ड्राई फ्रूट्स। साधारण छोड़ो, न्यूट्रिशन चुनो।
अगर न्यूट्रिशन वाली दाल नहीं खाओगे तो 2 बातें होगी, या तो लो प्रोटीन से आपके बाल कम हो जाएंगे या एनर्जी लेवल्स लो हो जाएंगे।
इसीलिए पापा साधारण छोड़ो
और न्यूट्रिशन चुनो।
हाई फाइबर और प्रोटीन रिच नरिश अनपॉलिश्ड दाल। साधारण छोड़ो, न्यूट्रिशन चुनो।
Welcome back after the break. You're watching AsiaOne, Greatest Brands and Leaders, Asia, Americas, Africa, 2022-23, presented by AsiaOne Media Holdings, LLC, Associate Partner Chaudhry Numero, and Skill Partner Global Education Holding. Moving on to the next category, which is Global Leader of the Year 2022-23 and Greatest Brands and Leaders 2022-23. Let's see the brands and leaders that are being awarded in these categories. Dr. Kailash Goenka, Chairman and Managing Director, Sankalp Group, as the winner of World's Greatest Brands and Leaders 2022-23.
Sankalp Group was founded in 1980 by the visionary Dr. Kailash Goenka. He opened the company's first flagship restaurant in Ashram Road, Ahmedabad. The rest is history. The group's restaurant brands are non-paril in style and cuisine. Presently, the group has more than 200 restaurants across the globe in 8 countries: India, USA, Canada, UK, UAE, Germany, Thailand, and Australia. The credit for this interesting story of growth goes to Dr. Goenka and his team. Dr. Goenka has constantly innovated and diversified, adapting to changing times and law, evolving from the domain of restaurants, export, and real estate to new age ones in hospitality, manufacturing, distribution, packaged food, and financial sector. Using this talent and his company's competitive advantage, he is doing his best to make India a true world leader in several industries.
In 1980, we started with Sankalp, and in 2000, we started with Sam's Pizza. 2001, we started with Saffron. and afterwards we came in hotel industry and property market also. So quite a different. It takes long time, 40 years to start all these things, and now we are having still we are going with residential and commercial also. So in all different sectors, we are having 16 verticals. Even latest we have started with social media. So just now marketing of social media for marketing and for growing of the company, we have to do all these different sectors we have to grow. Just now we are present in 10 countries with more than 250 restaurants. And in this year we will be expecting more 10 countries to be operational. So still we are growing in, I think within 3 to 5 years time, we will be present in whole of the world, almost all the countries.
Dr. Sukanta Kumar Jaina, CEO of InnoVantage, as the winner of AsiaOne Global Asian of the Year 2022-23.
Dr. Sukanta Kumar Jaina is a leader who is renovating IT landscape with strong experience and contemporary skills. He has more than 25 plus years of experience of working with various industries in the IT sector and is the CEO of InnoVantage, one of the fastest growing IT solutions company. InnoVantage is a multinational software services company with major focus on utility and telecommunications, with offices in Adelaide, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Hyderabad, London, and Denver. Under the leadership of Dr. Jaina, who's passionate about delivering unmatched values to the customers in form of tailor-made, tech-powered, and pioneering solutions, the company is expanding its global footprint, demonstrating an exponential growth graph since its inception and successfully managing to carve its position as one of the most elite and revolutionary names in the country's IT/OT landscape.
InnoVantage is a multinational software services company with major focus on utilities and telecommunication, with offices in Adelaide, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Hyderabad, London, and Denver. We deliver projects, programs, and solutions where multiple technologies are involved, like SAP, Maximo, Power BI, Big Data, content and document management, project and portfolio management, various workforce management solutions, also various engineering solutions like ADMS, MDMS, GIS, and also including a lot of iOS and Android solutions. And similarly, we also develop OSS, BSS, and various tower management, fiber management solution for telecom customers. In each project we have executed, we have shown seamless architecting capabilities in terms of software, hardware, and infrastructure. And needless to mention, each time we have actually solved critical problems like cybersecurity, performance, data encryption, and many more. And for more information, please write to us info@innovantage.com.
Mr. Malay Pitt, Chairman, Santiniketan Medical College, as the winner of India's Greatest Brands and Leaders 2022-23.
Shri Malay Pitt is a social entrepreneur, motivational speaker, philanthropist who has also made a mark in the field of social development and in educational sector. He is the chairman of Santiniketan Medical College, is the first PPP model-based medical college in India established under the National Medical Commission Act. Shri Malay Pitt has dedicated his life to the sustainable development of the rural society and has expanded his entrepreneurial activity for the rural economic development purpose. His social work motivates the rural population and his philanthropist role incorporates some marks in the development of education and society of rural Bengal. The prime objective of his social activity is to protect minority people and tribal communities of West Bengal. He is partnered with more than 67 institutes to expand skills, technical skills, education, and all among the rural children from their primary school to higher education studies.
আমরা কিছু ইনস্টিটিউট পরিচালনা করি। এতদিন পর্যন্ত আমরা ইনস্টিটিউটগুলি পরিচালনা করতাম এডুকেশন সেক্টরটাকে ডেভেলপ করার জন্য। এই ইনস্টিটিউটের যে সমস্ত ছাত্রছাত্রীরা এদের নিয়ে আমরা স্বাস্থ্য পরিষেবা ডেভেলপমেন্টের কাজ অংশগ্রহণ করেছি এবং এটা করার লক্ষ্যে যে যে কাজগুলো করা দরকার আমরা শুরু করে দিয়েছি। মূলত আমাদের চিন্তাভাবনা যেটা ছিল বা আছে, টেকনোলজিকে নিয়ে হেলথ সেক্টরটাকে ডেভেলপ করা। আমাদের যে আইটিআই কলেজগুলি রয়েছে, পলিটেকনিক কলেজগুলি রয়েছে, তাদের ছেলেদের নিয়ে টেকনোলজি বেসড হেলথ সেক্টর ডেভেলপ করা কাজ শুরু করে দিয়েছে।
So these were the awe-inspiring success stories of some of the most prominent brands and leaders of Asia, Americas, Africa 2022-23. Thanks for watching.